this is Rick Kasalj from exercisesforinjuries.com. I wanted to welcome you to another interview that I have for you. So today's interview is with Katie. So Katie, I'll get you to introduce yourself.
Hi, Rick. So I'm Katie Harney. My husband, Brian Harney, and I run kotrain.com. So we are both fat loss experts, and I am a recently certified nutrition therapist. And we are both the creators of the Curveball Effect Activation System. And I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. Awesome. So the thing we're going to talk about in this interview is fat loss plateaus. And maybe we can start off with, you can kind of highlight the common causes of fat loss plateaus.
So the fat loss plateau is something that we're all afraid of. One of the biggest reasons that people plateau is because they allow their body to go into a state of physical homeostasis. They lose tons of weight in the beginning of their weight loss journey, and they expect to continue to see those results. But what tends to happen is people are they fall into a routine, and if you're doing a routine, that body is not continuing to be shocked. You're not going to continue to see the same results because you've fallen into that physical homeostasis. So people get into this routine of steady state cardio. They're not getting their heart rate up enough. They're doing isolation weight training. Um, Over time, doing exercises like that, it causes boredom. That's when people start to give up. They see those results in the beginning. They're go, go, go. Once they see that first plateau, that's when, all bets are off. They're bored, and that's when people tend to give up.
Okay. And you probably see it a lot of times in your gym or fitness center. I mean, you probably have people that they've started to be active and they've seen some results, then they kind of hit that plateau and they come to see you guys. And what do you do with your clients to kind of help them overcome those fitness plateaus?
That happens all the time. So Brian and I run a fitness facility here in Chicago. And kind of like you exactly said right there, a lot of the people that come in to see us are the people that, they've been going to a big box gym for years and years, and they're just like, I'm going to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going for 2 hours. Why am I not seeing any more results? And that's when they come to see us, and that's when they realize that they can push through that plateau by doing a totally different form of training that most people are used to. And that's where the curveball effect comes in.
Okay, so looking at yourself, I mean, you have an interesting story when it comes to overcoming fat loss plateaus.
Yes, so I was definitely one of those people that was dealing with the fat loss plateau. This whole thing kind of started, would have been like 6 years ago. I was in grad school working on my doctorate. Brian was living 2 hours away from me, running the gym up here in Chicago. And I was I was doing my same routine that I had been doing for years. So I was going to the university gym. I was doing the elliptical, doing my treadmill, doing the bike, 45 minutes at a time, looking at that calories burned thing that shows up, and thinking I was doing an awesome job. I was following all these different routines that I would get from fitness magazines. So I was getting women's health, I was getting shape, self, and just picking out different routines um, to try to actually get some results. So doing the things that I think a lot of people do. I was doing a butt day, I was doing an arms day, and I was spending so much time at the gym. And I was at the point where it wasn't even that I wasn't losing weight anymore, it was that I was actually starting to gain weight. It got to the point where I wasn't fitting into my clothes, and I just couldn't figure out why. So I would see on Facebook, Brian's running this gym up here, and he would post these amazing transformations of people that he had been working with. And I was what am I not doing that he's doing up here? And it was getting really frustrating. So I finally talked to him, and I was like, what's your secret sauce? Like, how are you getting these amazing results? And, why am I the chubby girlfriend of the gym owner? And he's like, what are you doing? What exactly is your workout regimen? And I told him. He's like, how long have you been doing that? And I was like, forever. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Basically, it was broke. The way that he figured out this whole curveball effect system was way back when he was in college. So Brian was a college wrestler, and even though we've been married for 3 years, we've been dating for 8. I still don't know very much about wrestling. The biggest things with the sport is cutting weight. And he was at a point in his wrestling career that he wasn't cutting weight the way that he used to or that he needed to. Um, Kind of along those lines, too, he wasn't excelling in the sport that he used to excel at. And kind of like me, getting really, really frustrated. So he went to his coach, told him his concerns, and the coach basically said, well, what are you doing? Same thing I've been doing for years and years. Well, guess what? If you keep doing the same thing over and over and eventually stops working for you, as we all say, that's the definition of insanity. If you keep doing something that's not working. His body had adapted to, the things that he was doing, which was, cutting his calories, doing isolation weight training, and running with garbage bags on. So what his coach did was show him all of these, completely different body weight movements that could be done in less time, got his heart rate up, and he started seeing the results. He started cutting the weight more easily, and he started um, building his body back up to where it needed to be. So that's basically what he shared with me, and the way that he trained his clients back then and the way we train our clients now, at the gym. And that's been
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.